Hey, good morning, everybody. We're gonna get started here on for a brand new day. I was able to get some good sleep yesterday, and last night, so I'm gonna be back in the saddle today. Feel a whole lot better. My mind is a little bit clearer, so we're gonna see if we can do some good today in the market. So this quote that I want to share with you. Um, this was this was a quote by Sir Winston Churchill. That kites rise the highest against the wind, not with it. And it's similar to the quote that Henry Ford used about how the planes take off against the wind, not with it. And for us in our trading, I know it feels like we're taking off against the wind. It feels like we're pushing against a brick wall, really. That's what it actually feels like when we're first getting started. But the harder we push, the more that we go through, the better we're going to be. It's no mystery. You know, you have to go through some struggle in order to get to success. And the more struggle you go through, the stronger you become and the more resilient you become. But there's a key to it. You know, you can't just look at failure and your failures and things in trading and blame it on other people or blame it on this or blame it on that. Number one, you don't want to personalize your failure. That's the worst thing you can do. If you personalize your failure, you'll start to doubt yourself. You'll become defeated. And then you start living in fear of trying anything again. We're here to build our dreams. And failure is going to show up. Things are going to go wrong. But the good news is, we have that choice. We have a choice whether to give up or get up. And there's no value or power in giving up. The power resides in the moment that we choose to try again, to start over, to build ourselves back up and get up. It doesn't have to be all in one big swoop. And that's why I'm so adamant about taking small steps. Because if you start small and let your success build like a snowball, you're going to have that momentum. And you're going to continue to grow. Just like a snowball will grow, the more you roll it across snow, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it continues to move, it gets more mass and it builds up more momentum. And that's how we're successful in trading. And I'm not just a type person that's going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. And I'm not telling you to do things or teaching you things that I don't do myself, that I don't demonstrate, to you every day. So if you make a mistake, admit it, own it, and move on. Look at it, say, okay, I made a mistake. It's my fault. So how can I fix this? How can I get better? Don't beat yourself down about it. Don't make the mistake personal. Make it professional. Don't allow yourself to get trapped in these failures of the past. These losing trades are going to happen. It's part of it. There's no way you're ever going to eliminate losing trades. You can't do it. But you can't live in those. When you do, you're going to limit your ability to succeed almost immediately. You have to let it go. You have to learn and apply what that moment in failure taught you. There's the wisdom that we need. Think about Thomas Edison. Every time he failed, he learned, one more way how he can achieve success. He didn't personalize it. He made it professional, and he didn't give up, and he kept going. And look how profoundly successful he was in the end. And that's what we have to do, as traders. So if you don't remember anything, remember, we're going to have to push against the wind to get to where we want to be. There's no way around that. We can make ourselves as streamlined as possible. That comes with education, self-discipline. All of those things are going to make us streamlined and more resistant to the wind so that we can cut through it easier. But we still have to go through the wind. There's no way around that. And every time we run into a roadblock or we run into a wind shear and we get dropped down several feet, don't take it personally. Don't take it as a personal slap from the market or a personal slap from your broker. That's not what it's about. What you need to do is take ownership of it. Don't personalize it. Make it professional. Learn from it and move on. And that's the way that we make it to the next level. All right, let's look at some stocks here this morning. Holy cow. Is this right? This can't be right. Hold on a second. Let me reset this. This can't. I can't believe we've got all of these. Wait, I had to reset it because I can't believe we had all of those hits. If we did, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go through all of those. I've never seen that many hits on my scans. And now I don't have anything. So what's the deal? I don't get it. I know what I did. I had two of these. I had two open. I must have double clicked it. And I had two open. Wow, I guess this is real. Oh my gosh. Or either something went haywire with my scan. Because, this is way too many. Something's not right here. We can't have all of these. The purpose of this scan is not to have all of these doggone hits. So I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say about this. I'm sure not all of these are moving like this. I'm thinking this is from yesterday, to be honest with you. Because the ones from this morning aren't even on here. As I was looking at this morning, I think there's something wrong with FinBiz. I mean, not FinBiz, Trade Ideas. Something has to be wrong with Trade Ideas. Yeah, I remember KATE, and that's the only one that I'm gonna look at. They have a clock issue. All right, let me try the time frame deal. All right, there we go. This is what was up. So this makes more sense. I think they've had this issue before, I believe. So KATE, let's look at it. See what's up with this deal. I know it's not earnings. I don't remember seeing it on the earnings calendar. You gotta, somebody put in a bid. Let's see, this was after the market closed. More time needed for Coach bid. This isn't a done deal by no means, so it can be tradable. This isn't a typical buyout type deal. This is a bid, and something can be announced that the bid is null and void. You never know. So we'll be, I will have KTE on watch. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. And we'll talk about AAOI yet a little bit later, because I got in a swing trade on it yesterday, and it closed this gap so much, I went ahead and took it off because I was afraid that this would bounce this morning, because this was the level I was looking at. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. It looks like I already got the levels marked here. I think I traded this in the past. But this happened. Let's throw this one in. Yep, I traded this in the past. So we've already got the levels marked on here. And it looks like it sat right on this level yesterday. At the close, let's look at the 5-minute chart and the intraday and see where we're at. We're playing with this 1987, but then this next level is only 30 cents away. So I have to wait for this thing to set up at the open. There's not a whole lot there. But I will put it on watch. I will put that on watch. Let's see what else. PRTK. This has a very low float. This is a recipe for a 5-cent tick stock. Let me see. PRTK. Yeah, it's a 5-cent tick stock, so no interest in it. CYCC 3 million share float below $10. Not gonna cut it. All right, let's see. Let me do the time frame on this. For 8:30. Okay, look at that. Look at that. CONN. That might be worth a look. I mean, it is a lower. It's low priced, closer to the $10 mark, but still. Let me write that down. Short right there. Alright, so another stock I'm gonna have on watch. Let me see if I do now 8:45 what it does. Okay. This is closer to where we're at right now. Alright, no nothing. But another stock I'm gonna have on watch today. There's gonna be Tesla. If we can get some volume on it. I don't see if it put out any more news today. It just says it's on a hot streak, passes forward in investor value. One analyst says Tesla is a hard stock to buy. Utah Supreme Court rules against Tesla and push to sell cars. There's something on Nvidia. Tesla stock could still crash. It's fundamental news. Passes forward in market cap. So we'll see. I think we're gonna try to push this to 300 today. It's possible. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at. I mean, it is red on the day now. Let's take a look at it. Because it's at all-time highs. And this was a nice run up. I mean, I wish I'd have been trading yesterday because this is the only stock I would have traded. But let's see, here is, we are red right now, but we can, easily go green on the day. So I am looking for this to possibly, approach 300 before we get slammed back down. But I think we are going to get a pullback at some point. But I think we're going to get to 100. I'm looking for it to get to 300 today. As you can see, the breakout yesterday on volume. So I think we can get another day. Another push up to 300. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. So TSLA will be on my watch. See, so right now it's going to be KATE doesn't really seem to have much range. And let me bring that back up so I can show you what I'm talking about here. See here, we've got between, we're basing on this 1987 level pretty much. We don't have but maybe 40 cents right now. To the upside, to the downside, only 30 cents. So, I'm not real optimistic about KTE at this point. I mean, it does only have a 50 cent ATR, so it doesn't typically move much. So I'm not real excited about it. Tesla, I'm excited about making a move to the upside. Possibly hitting 300 today. Let's see, NVDA. You're asking about NVDA. Tesla, I would go with, probably 100 shares. Between 50 and, 50 shares yesterday would have netted you, had you gotten in here, even if you got in right here on the 5-minute opening range break, right here around 288, that's $11 that it moved yesterday. So even if you just got in 50 shares and just let it run all day, you would have made a nice lick. On a small account, that make your whole week. And the spreads really aren't that bad for almost $300 stock. Once it opens. Like pre-market, you're not getting the volume, so the spreads are going to be real bad. I wouldn't trade this pre-market, but like yesterday when it opened, the spreads came closer together, and it was manageable. And it's manageable with 50 shares on a small account. So I'll be looking at that. Let's see, NVDA. That's a pretty nice gap down. What's the catalyst? What's the catalyst on this? Let's see. Let's see if the scanner is working yet. Nope. I hope they get this fixed before the open. Nothing at 950, 945, perhaps. Oh, 8, golly. I'm way off. Way off. 8. Let's do 850. Yeah, this float isn't too bad. We'll take a look at it. Let me take a look at NVDA though. What catalyst? Oh, okay. They're hooked up with Tesla, so on this deal. Yeah, so I keep my eye on it. NVDA may be a good watch. All right, let's see what's up with NLNK. I don't see any new news out on it. March 31st is the last one. Only traded 666,000 shares yesterday. It is twice what it normally trades. So maybe something up with it, but if I don't know it, I'm not going to try to trade on it. See, CONN was on there. It's got a 50-cent ATR. Nothing new this morning. It just says announces partnership with Progressive Leasing. No, I don't see anything fresh on it. Now, so I'm going to stick to the watch list that I have. KATE, TSLA, and NVDA so far. That's what I'm looking at. Watching. So those are the three that I see so far that may give us some. Tesla, I'm looking for it to possibly make a run to 300. This depends on how it opens. I'm going to be watching it at open to see, what it's going to do. KATE, I don't really see a whole lot of room in it unless it opens up. So it definitely has a possibility to open up, but we'll have to wait and see. Just have to wait and see what happens with it. Yes, sir. I'll type it. As soon as it's finalized, I'll type it and put it in. But with this lack of scanner cooperation, I think that's about all we're going to be doing. Now, for AAOI, this is what I was looking at. I'm looking for it to pull back. I was looking for the bounce off of here. And I was trying to swing it this day, but we had a recovery, and it closed right on this level. So it didn't make sense for me to hold on to it. I just took the profit Friday. I didn't hold on to it. I didn't want to hold on to it over the weekend. And because we had this strong day and we closed right on this level, I didn't know if we were going to pop and run yesterday. So I wasn't going to hold it overnight. So I was basing using the same level, to swing this. But we got pretty much the whole move, the first leg of the move yesterday. And I thought, well, this thing could bounce here because we've got the 20 pushing up, and that we could bounce possibly off the 20. Or if we lose it, you know, this is a nice day trade down to this level here. So we had okay volume, almost 2 million shares traded yesterday. So our volume is still up on this. So I'll still, you know, have this on watch. Now, if we get through this, you know, obviously, I'm going to be looking for another decent move to the downside. If we get through this, you know, I'll get back and swing this again. All right, so let's look at NVDA. Look at the daily chart on it and make sure I've got it. Let me take these arrows off. They're just cluttering my chart. Last thing I need is more clutter. All right. So it looks like we've got the levels pretty much taken care of. Right now, we're trading around 104. 104.04 is selling off pretty hard. So we're coming down to this level right here, this 103.81 level. So we're kind of coming down here. And we've got 104.01 is the 90-day. Let's see, 104.01. That's going to be the 90-day. Right there. This was the old 50-day. So 107.14 is going to be where the 50-day is today. So we'll take a look at that. 107.14. Nah, that's yellow. Alright, so we do have another level right here from the last time I marked this chart up. So let's see what it looks like on the 5-minute here. This was a very nice pre-market move. So we'll be sitting back waiting for this. We'll be sitting back waiting for this to give us a move after the open. So I'm going to let this settle. Looking for at least a pull back here to the VWAP and possibly, you know, some more move to the downside. All right, so I'm going to lock those in. That's going to be my watch for the day. So guys, this is what I'm watching. And again, you know, Tesla and NVDA, I have to trade, you know, small size on. But, you know, I think I proved over the last couple of months that you can make money trading small size. You just need to find the stocks that are going to give you the moves. You know, that's going to give you those moves. And that's really what we look for. That's why I don't chase these low dollar, low float stocks so that I could size up and make a whole lot of money. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm more of a trend based trader that, you know, sometimes these stocks do pan out in 10 or 15 minutes. You know, the moves do come fast, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a slower trend following move that I could scale out and lock profits in along the way. And that's what I've been doing since January. You know, we've almost made 10 grand since January. So, and that's all trading very small. And I tried, you know, I sized up last month and it just didn't work out that well. You know, we still made a couple $100 more than February, but for doubling my position size, that was very disappointing. So we're looking for a little bit better month this month. So all right, guys, that's my watch list for this morning. Those of you joining us for the morning show, just remember we'll be here tomorrow for a sneak peek Wednesday. So you get to hang out with us till about 10:30 or so. You get just to get a good idea of what happens in chat. So keep that in mind. And I'll look to see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to trade for skill, not for money. You know, turn that P&L off and just concentrate on hitting your marks. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.